How's it going, everybody? My name is Lucky Buns, and in today's video I'm going to be breaking down the new season of Pokémon GO Battle League, Shared Skies, or Season 19. So we're going to be going over all the new attack updates, move rebalances, rewards, and so much more, and as always these videos do actually take a long time to make, so if you do find them helpful, please make sure to smash that like button down below, it really helps me out. With that being said though, let's jump straight into it. So this season is going to take place from June 1st to September 3rd, and the season is going to start and end at 1 PM Pacific Standard Time. Now for those of you guys watching this video before June 1st, I highly recommend dropping a star piece when you collect your end of season rewards if you actually made it to rank 20 or higher. This is arguably one of the best times to use a star piece in the game, and after you actually drop the star piece and you collect your rewards, you can just catch a bunch of Pokemon afterwards. Now once you guys have actually claimed your end of season rewards, go straight to the shop and claim the free timed research pass. Now in total there's going to be 5 research pages requiring 100 battles to complete, and you can stack the Stardust reward, so I'd recommend holding on to them for the next time when you actually plan on dropping a star piece. Now once you guys complete page 4, which is going to be a total of 400 wins, you're going to get rewarded an Elite Fast TM. And then once you complete page 5, which is a total of 500 wins, you're going to get an Elite Charge TM. Now I know what you're thinking, this is a lot of wins to get done during the season, but honestly guys, if you're consistent with your battles every single day, like you don't even have to try that hard, you just have to show up and actually just do your 25 battles every single day, you can definitely get past 500 wins, I guarantee it. With that being said though, you guys don't have to worry about this if you really don't want to, just do as many battles as you can throughout the season. Now there is actually an easier way to get Elite TMs during this season, and that's going to be by hitting rank 20. So you actually get an Elite Charge TM once you hit rank 19, and then at the end of the season, you actually get an Elite Fast TM. So even if you guys don't want to do the timed research, I'm pretty sure most of you guys can accomplish this because it's 100% win-based. For those of you guys who do actually struggle to hit rank 20 every single season, I'm going to leave a resource in the description down below that goes over a strategy to actually hit rank 20 really fast without having to put too much effort in. Now for those of you who don't really know what to spend your Elite TMs on in Pokemon Go, I actually just finished making 3 in-depth videos going over the best Pokemon to use it for the Raid/Gym Meta/Master League, the Great League, as well as the Ultra League. So I strongly recommend checking out those videos. They're all going to be linked down below. Moving on though, let's go over the GO Battle League schedule for this season. So from June 1st to June 7th, we're going to have Great League along with the Ultra League Premier Cup. From June 7th to June 14th, we're going to have the Ultra League along with the Summer Cup Great League Edition, and that's going to go for 2 weeks. And then from June 14th to June 21st, we're going to have Master League available, and we're also going to get 4 times Stardust from Win Rewards. Now from June 21st to June 28th, we're going to have all Open League formats available along with 4 times Stardust from Win Rewards once again. From June 28th to July 5th, we're going to have Great League along with the Master League Premier Cup, and then from July 5th to July 12th, we're going to have Ultra League available along with the Great League Remix Cup for the next 2 weeks. From July 12th to July 19th, we're going to have Master League available once again along with 4 times Stardust from Win Rewards, and then from July 19th to July 26th, we're going to have all Open League formats again. From July 26th to August 2nd, we're going to have Great League along with the Fantasy Cup Great League Edition, and then from August 2nd to August 9th, we're going to have Ultra League available along with the Fossil Cup Great League Edition for the next 2 weeks. From August 9th to August 19th, we're going to have the Master League available along with 4 times Stardust from Win Rewards for the remainder of the season. And then from August 16th to September 3rd, we're going to have all Open League formats available for the remainder of the season, and then we're going to have Catch Cup specifically for Great League Edition during August 16th to August 23rd. Now for those of you guys who are newer to the channel, I rarely ever say this, but Niantic actually did a good job with the schedule for this season. Next up, let's go over the GO Battle Week events. So normally we actually have a few events throughout the season, but we actually only have 1 event for this season, and on top of that, it actually looks like Niantic completely reformatted this structure. So GO Battle Week is going to take place from August 16th to August 20th. We're going to get a free timed research available, which is focused on battling, and if you guys actually complete that research, you're going to get the Lana wig from Sun and Moon. On top of that, we're also going to be getting 4 times Stardust from Win Rewards, and ideally at this point in the season, guys, you should be ranked 20 to maximize these gains. So from this time period, we're going to get maximum sets per day increased from 5 to 20 for a total of 100 battles every single day. So this is going to be a total of 5 days of 100 battles. Now I actually really like this change because for anybody who wants to push for Legend or maybe just their own personal goals of hitting like Ace, Veteran, or Expert, typically towards the end of the season is when you actually make that push. So in my opinion, having the extra battles for this entire week is really nice. On top of that, all of the Open League formats are going to be available along with the Catch Cup for Great League, and one major issue from the previous season was that Catch Cup was completely forced, and it's arguably one of the worst leagues for veteran players who already have a bunch of Pokemon built. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but Niantic actually did really well with this structure. Next up, let's go over the encounters for this season, so we'll go over the guaranteed rank up encounters first. So once you guys hit rank 1, the first reward that you get after hitting rank 1 is going to be Wingull. Once you make it past rank 6, your first reward is going to be Scraggy. Once you make it past Ace rank, your first reward is going to be Dino. For Veteran, it's going to be Goomy. For Expert, it's going to be Jangmo-O. And then finally, if you actually make it past Legend, your next encounter reward is going to be Pikachu Libre, which can potentially be shiny. That is one of the rarest shinies to get in the entire game. Progressively, as you go through the ranks, you're going to get access to more Pokemon from the reward pool, which is from 3 wins. So at rank 1, you're going to have access to Machop, Gligar, Wingull, Grubbin, and Skwovet. At rank 6, you're going to have access to Frillish and Carbang. Once you make it to rank 11, you're going to get access to Alolan Marowak, Lickitung, Ralts, Scraggy, and Mareanie. Now at rank 16, you're going to get access to Vullaby, Wooloo, Phalanx, and then at rank 20, you're going to get access to a potential legendary Pokemon, which is super good. Although the chance to get a legendary Pokemon is very, very slim, but for those of you guys out there who don't have anybody to raid with, this is probably your best bet to actually get legendary Pokemon. So once again, motivation to actually push for rank 20 and then do your daily battles from there on out, because you're going to increase your chances of actually getting legendary Pokemon and potentially even a shiny legendary. Now once you guys make it past Ace rank, you're going to get access to Goomy. Once you make it past Veteran rank, you're going to get access to Dino, and then finally once you make it past Expert rank, you're going to get access to Jangmo-O. Now when it comes into the exclusive trainer posts this season, we're going to have the featured Pokemon trainer Lana, which is the trial captain of Akala's Island's Brooklet Hill. Now for those of you guys out there who are a little bit unfamiliar with this character, she's actually from Pokemon Sun and Moon, and she's also in the Pokemon anime as well. She's a little bit more involved in the anime because she's actually part of Ash's group. Now we talked about this earlier with the Go Battle Week timed research. Once you guys actually complete that, you're going to get access to Lana's wig, but that's towards the end of the season. If you guys actually hit Ace rank, you're also going to get access to her wig just a little bit earlier. That's pretty much the only freebie you're going to get during this season though, because the next unlock is going to be at Veteran rank, where you're going to unlock her shoes, and then at Expert rank, you're going to unlock her full outfit, basically the shirt and the pants, and then finally at Legend rank, you're going to unlock her exclusive pose. Now for those of you guys who really want to get her wig, you can only get this during this season, so if you guys don't actually do the timed research or you don't get to Ace rank, there's no other way to get this in the game. And to be honest, I don't really love the pose that much, but it is kind of cool to see Niantic adding more wigs in game. Moving on, let's go over the rules and restrictions for the special cups. So Ultra League Premier Cup, for those of you guys unfamiliar, basically you can't use legendary Pokemon, mythical Pokemon, or Ultra Beasts. For the Summer Cup, you can only use normal, fire, water, grass, electric, and bug type Pokemon. For the Master League Premier Cup, it's pretty much the same thing as the Ultra League Premier Cup. There's no CP limit though, because it is Master League, and you can't use legendary Pokemon, mythical Pokemon, or Ultra Beasts. For the Great League Remix Cup, it basically just bans the top 20 most used Pokemon from last season, so let's take a look at that right now. So we have Alolan Sandslash, Wigglytuff, Dugong, Lickitung, Feraligatr, Lantern, Azumarill, Skarmory, Vigoroth, Medicham, Altaria, Wishcast, Bastiodon, Cresselia, Galarian Stunfisk, Talonflame, Trevenant, Charjabug, Skeledirge, and Annihilate. For Fantasy Cup, you can only use Dragon, Steel, and Fairy type Pokemon. For Fossil Cup, you can only use Water, Rock, and Steel type Pokemon. And then for Catch Cup, you can only use Pokemon that you caught during this season. Now that we got all of that out of the way, we can finally go over the new moves and updates for this season. Although there were no new moves added this season, and it's most likely because the season is going to lead into Pokemon Worlds, so I'm pretty sure Niantic didn't want to shake up the meta too much in order to give players some time to practice and then get their teams ready along with their strategies. That being said though, let's take a look at the move rebalances right now. So we have Scald, the chance to lower the opposing Pokemon's attack is decreased. For Spark, it got lowered from 6 damage to 5 damage. For Seed Bomb, it got buffed from 60 damage to 65 damage, and then from Swift, it got nerfed from 60 damage to 55 damage, but the energy cost was also decreased, so that's actually a buff. So of course all of that is pretty surface level, like how does that actually affect the meta? So let's take a look at this right now in PvPoke. So for Scald, the Pokemon that were affected the most are going to be Wishcash, Poliwrath, and then Tentacruel. Now to be honest, it doesn't really look like this actually had that much of an impact in the simulations, but since the chance was lowered, I feel like we're not going to know the actual results until the new season starts. Just know that those 3 Pokemon are probably going to be the most affected. Now Spark also got nerfed down from 6 damage to 5 damage, and the biggest Pokemon that got affected by that is actually Lantern. So Lantern is still pretty meta relevant, is still within the top 100, but it was ranked much better before it actually got this nerf. Taking a look at Seed Bomb, which actually got buffed, Trevenant actually got a small increase in the meta here, which is pretty nice, and then Whimsicott also got buffed as well. For Swift, we're going to take a look at the Ultra League because there's really no meta relevance in the Great League here. For the Ultra League though, the only Pokemon that got buffed by Swift is actually going to be Uxie. Uxie was the last Pokemon I really expected to get buffed during this season, and to be honest, if they continue to work on the Lake Trio and they give them better movesets, I mean, this Pokemon could actually be good in the Ultra League in the future, like actually meta relevant. Currently, the move pool really holds it back, like Confusion plus Future Sight is not great, but now Swift is a much better moveset for it, and if we take a look at it right now, there really isn't that many moves to go off of, like it only has access to 3 moves. The other Lake Spirits also have access to Swift, but they're ranked much lower, and again, like their move pool really holds them back. If they got access to better moves, like again, like the Lake Trio could actually make a nice jump in the meta, but we'll have to wait and see what happens in the future seasons. Next up, let's go over the attack availability update. So a bunch of Pokemon got access to new moves, although not as many as the previous season. So the Pokemon that got access to Thunder Punch are going to be Typhlosion, Riolu, Lucario, Scraggy, Scrafty, Chestnut, Palmo, and then Palmot. The only Pokemon that got access to Counter this season is going to be Kicks, and then for Powder Snow, the only 2 Pokemon that got access to it are going to be Ctottle and then Titan. The only Pokemon that got access to Dragon Claw is going to be Naganadel. Now for the Pokemon that got access to Swift, you have the entire Clefairy line, the entire Jigglypuff line, and the entire Teddiursa line. And then finally, Fearow, Salamence, Swoobat, and Swanna all got access to Fly. Now that was a lot of Pokemon, but which ones are actually meta relevant? So there's actually not as many as you think. The only 2 Pokemon that got access to Thunder Punch that were meta relevant are going to be Typhlosion and Scrafty. So this is currently the Great League right now. Scrafty in the Great League now ranks at number 59. And Typhlosion in the Great League actually ranks at 245, so it's not a huge bump for Typhlosion in the Great League, but if we take a look at Typhlosion in the Ultra League, this is a different story. So first of all, Scrafty, number 53 in the Open Ultra League. I love using this Pokemon even before Thunder Punch, and I'm so excited to actually give my Scrafty Thunder Punch now. We also have Typhlosion at 112 and the Shadow version at 115. Definitely a nice bump up for Typhlosion. Very, very hyped about this, especially since it's like the channel mascot, so very cool. The recommended moveset for Typhlosion on PvPoke is going to be Incinerate, but it also has access to Shadow Claw, which in my opinion is a really, really good move to have. Like, that's what made Feraligatr so good in the meta last season. Now, one of the biggest winners from this move pool update is actually going to be Seatottle and Seatitan. So in the Open Great League, Seatottle actually has relevance now with Powder Snow. It's actually ranked at number 80 now, which is kind of insane, and just for like a base stage form, this is kind of rare to actually happen. Seatitan also ranks at number 100 in the Open Great League, which is pretty cool, so both Pokemon right there definitely getting some meta relevance, but I'm not done yet. So in the Ultra League, Seatitan also has meta relevance at number 116, and then in the Master League, this is where it's really good. It ranks at number 35 now, guys. I'm pretty sure this Pokemon also got a very nice bump in the Raid/Gym meta for the Ice type category, so we'll have to take a look at this compared to the other Ice types at a later point in time. Now, unfortunately, getting access to Swift really didn't do anything for the Jigglypuff line, the Clefairy line, or the Teddy Ursa line. I mean, if we take a look at the simulations right now, they all have better movesets to go with. Now, the only Pokemon that actually had a meta shakeup with Fly was actually going to be Salamence, which is actually super cool. So among the dragon types in Pokemon Go, Salamence has been the one that just hasn't had PvP relevance, and this is like the first step towards it actually becoming somewhat good in the Master League. If we take a look at Salamence, it's pretty much only had access to Nuke type moves in the past, and now it got access to Fly. If Salamence actually got access to Dragon Claw in the future, that would be a huge upgrade for it, I'm almost positive, but as of right now, getting access to Fly is definitely a step in the right direction. The rest of the Pokemon that get access to these new moves may have play in the Special Cups, but as far as the general meta goes, these are the big winners for this season. Now, some players actually felt very underwhelmed by these updates, but considering that this season is going to be leading into Pokemon Worlds, this is most likely the main reason that we didn't get anything else. Anyways, that's pretty much going to wrap things up for this video. If you guys want to check out some more content, I'm going to recommend these two videos right here, but before you go, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you all real soon in the next one.